Yes guys, welcome back again to Raipenda Evans Online TV. Guys, kuna hii story ambayo pia Raila Amolo Odinga anajaribu kushangaza wa Kenya ya Adani deal. Unajua Raila Amolo Odinga, watu wengi wamekuwa expect ya kwamba iwapo Raila Amolo Odinga ataenda ku address the nation, atakuwa anazungumzia mambo ya impeachment ya Rigathi Gachagua na hiyo mambo ya Adani deal. Unaona? Maybe ku block hiyo story ya Adani deal. Unaona guys? So, cha kushangaza ni kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga anajaribu tena kusupport Adani deal. So, the truth of the matter is that now Wakenya wanakuja kurealize ya kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga it's like amekuwa conman sasa. Unaona guys? So, kuna pia ufununu ambazo zinatokea zikisemekana kwamba Raila Amolo Odinga wamekuwa bribed. Unaona? Kuna zile hongo ambazo pia Raila Amolo Odinga na William Samoei Ruto. Unaona watu saizi wanafanyia vitu pamoja. Unaona? So tukaona pia pale kwenye mtandao watu wanasema ya kwamba if Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached, kuna uwezekano ya Raila Amolo Odinga kuwa deputy president. Wengine wakasema Irungu, wengine wakasema Kithure Kindiki. Unaona? So kweli bado hujaweza kubainika. Unaona guys? So nikakwambia kwamba kwa hiyo video yangu nyingine kwamba Oscar Sudi ameshafanya nini? Ameshatambua kitu ambacho kinajaribu kufanyika hapa nchini Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua anaenda kwa impeached. So guys, we want just to listen to Raila Amolo Odinga jinsi ambavyo amekuwa kuzungumzia mambo ya Adani deal. Kisha nikuwekee jinsi ambavyo wamekuwa na discussion pia. Kuna discussion pia imekuwa pale kwenye Citizen TV. Kuna senator ameweza kutoboa ukweli kuhusu Raila Amolo Odinga na Adani deal. Raila Amolo Odinga amekuwa kisponsiwa na hiyo kampuni. So ilikuwa lazima tu support. Just listen to Raila Amolo Odinga kisha tusikize kwa hiyo senator pia.
In a surprising turn of events, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga has come forward to defend the Adani Group, stating that the company should not be barred from doing business with the Kenya Kwanza administration.
The Bombay airport, which had been fly-infested international airport, when it was given through PPP, they took it over and converted it into a very modern first-class airport today.
According to Raila Odinga, the Adani Group is a successful company with a proven track record in handling major projects, particularly in Asia, and has the capacity to deliver on its commitments.
Adani company conglomerate is worth over $200 billion. It cannot be an Adani gate. Deal with the issues as they are. If some people have made mistakes, let them own up that they made some mistakes.
However, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka has raised concerns about the Adani Group of companies, cautioning that there are still unresolved issues surrounding the deal between the Kenya Kwanza government and the company.
We will not allow our country to be auctioned by this bread-based regime. We shall fight in parliament. We shall fight them in court.
The Adani Group of companies has been linked to several allegations of fraud, especially in Asian countries, with claims that the company has been used to defraud nations.
I urge all agencies concerned to address all the concerns raised by Kenyans on these projects and ensure that we do not spook foreign capital away from the Kenyan economy.
Already, several activists have moved to court seeking judicial intervention to block any dealings between the Kenya Kwanza administration and the Adani Group of companies until public participation is conducted.
Unaona guys, so Raila Amolo Odinga ndio huyo ambaye Wakenya wamekuwa kifikiria kwamba atakuja kusupport wa Kenya kwa kufanya nini? Kuingilia mambo ya Adani deal. Even I'm sure now Raila Amolo Odinga akisimama kuongelea mambo ya NHIF na SHA, basi baada ataendelea kusupport hiyo SHA. Unaona watu wangu. So Raila Amolo Odinga anafanyia pamoja na William Ruto. And what are the reasons Raila Amolo Odinga anajaribu kutetea Adani deal? I want you just to listen to huyu senator ambaye pia amekuwa very very early in the morning pale Citizen TV.
It's a problem. It is Parliament which should investigate. It is, Parliament should be the watchdog for the country. So the moment you do not, you have a law which denies Parliament a role, or the people of Kenya a role to participate in their own activities, in their own taxes, in their own management of day-to-day lives, and then you leave it to cabinet. You see that law takes it to cabinet. Also, cabinet then has no business in procurement. And therefore, these procurements are being conducted by who? And why is there no, competitiveness? It should be advertised. Different companies, including Kenyan companies, should participate. And then there must be a way of making sure that there is no fraud involved, or there are no cartels or unfair advantage to one of these organizations. But what is happening is this is just direct procurement. There's no procurement, in fact. It's direct sourcing. And it is their own place, it has its own place in law. There is every likelihood that something will go extremely wrong. We are aware that there are a lot of bribes being exchanged for these companies to get jobs here. And that is it. There's nothing much that will come out. Bribes.
How much?
In billions.
To who?
To some of these political party leaders. And that's why you find that they are able to fight for it. That's why you find strategic.
Leaders. Who are you talking about?
I am talking about Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto.
They have been bribed?
They have been bribed by the Adani company.
How much? Where was that arrived at?
Well, I don't want to give so much details right now. I'll do it at the right forum in the House. We'll also do
evidence that actually they received money?
There are bribes, and there are brokers involved. So that's why these companies have been given direct procurements. It's not that there are no other better companies in the world who can do a better deal.
So if the Ketraco deal is worth 95.6 billion shillings, how much is going to Raila Odinga, how much is going to William Ruto?
You know how much they received out of the deal.
Sorry?
You know how much they received. That's why Opio Wandai is the Minister for Energy. That's why the CS for Energy. It is very well choreographed.
He just came in. The process started.
Adani is one of the big Indian companies. And Raila Odinga has admitted that he knew these companies up to 2010 when he was Prime Minister. And it was one of the companies sponsoring his campaign so that he becomes president in 2012.
Is that so?
These are some of the companies. So it's a bigger plot.
That's a very serious allegation.
Yes, they are. And that's why there's no procurement. If everything was to be serious, everything should have been on the table. Different companies should have been allowed to compete for the same jobs. How come they are direct procurements?
Adani Group was sponsoring Azimio campaigns.
It wasn't Azimio those days. They sponsored the presidential campaign of Raila Odinga.
Which election?
2012.
2013.
There was a code there. There was a code movement.
Kalonzo Musyoka was the running mate.
Yeah, Kalonzo was part of the code.
It was part of it. So these are old. These are I don't have the exact amounts, but campaigns are funded by different people.
You're certain about what you're saying?
The campaigns, the presidential campaign is owned by a lot of foreigners a lot of times. It's owned by businessmen a lot of times.
Unaona guys. So Raila Amolo Odinga kuna uwezekano ya kwamba eti waliweza kufanya nini? Alikuwa anakuwa sponsored from 2012. Unaona? Wakati ambapo alikuwa anatafuta urais hapa nchini Kenya. So ilikuwa lazima kubalie hiyo kampuni ingia hapa nchini Kenya ndiposa pia waweze kufanya nini? Waweze kufaulu kwa sababu imekuwa ikisaidia Raila Amolo Odinga pakubwa. So it's like hata Raila Amolo Odinga ndo amekuwa kufanya hiyo, amekuwa kama master plan wa ku make sure hiyo kampuni inakuja hapa nchini Kenya kusecure mambo ya electricity, mambo ya nini? Ya airport. Unaona watu wangu. So mambo ya jaribu kabisa kuchemka. I don't know wewe kwa mtazamo wako unafikiria vipi kulingana na Raila Amolo Odinga jinsi ambavyo ama maamuzi ambayo ameweza kuyafanya. Kwa hivyo guys, kama hujasubscribe, make sure una subscribe hapo chini. Then kwenye comment section you are going to let me know where you are watching me from. Unaona guys? Kwa hivyo ni Raipenda Evans. Siku njema. Bye bye.